guys. Okay, so we are in our reading block, and today and this week we are going to be working with one of my favorite kinds of texts, and it's called poetry. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about poetry before. I'm sure that you have, but I drew a little tree in my chart for poetry, okay, to kind of teach us about poetry. So what is poetry? What is it? Well, I have all of these little definitions around the side. A poetry is a form of text, okay? It can either be silly or it can be serious. Poetry can be about anything you want it to be, so that makes them easy to create. Some of them are long, some are short. Some poems rhyme, some poems don't rhyme. Poetry can be anything you want it to be, okay? But why is it important for us to read poetry? Well, because it helps us to build our reading fluency. So it helps us become quick and smooth readers. It also is there to entertain us. Some poems make us laugh, make us happy. Some poems might make us sad. And we also like to write poems to express our emotions or our feelings, okay? If someone's feeling happy, they might want to make a poem about it. Or if they're feeling sad, they might want to write a poem about it. Poetry is a lot like songwriting, okay? People use it all the time to express their feelings, to entertain people. And we're going to be reading 2 poems this week. And the poems we're going to be reading are poems that rhyme. So remember, rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end of the word, okay? Cat, rat, they rhyme. They both end with that at sound, okay? Mouse, house, they rhyme. I'm going to read a poem that you've probably heard before, and I did this lesson and then I messed up, and so now I'm redoing it. So I already have my rhyming words underlined. So I just want you to listen. When you see the words that are underlined in orange, those are the words that rhyme in this poem. So we're going to talk about those when I'm done reading, okay? So just listen. Hickory, dickory, dock. That's the title. Hickory, dickory, dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, and down he run. Hickory, dickory, dock. Poems also have a rhythm or a beat that we stick to, okay? Hickory, dickory, dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, and down he run. Hickory, dickory, dock. Did you hear that rhythm? Why don't you guys try to read this poem with me? Okay, are you ready? Let's read the title. Hickory, dickory, dock. Here we go. Hickory, dickory, dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, and down he run. Hickory, dickory, dock. Good job. Now, let's look at the words that I underlined, because these words are the rhyming words. So they're the words that sound the same in the poem. Dock and clock. Look at those words. I have them down here too. What makes these 2 words rhyming words? Dock and clock. It's not the beginning sound. Nope. It's the ending. They both end in this O-C-K pattern, which says ock. Okay? Dock, clock. Now I want you to look at these 2 rhyming words. This one's a little tricky. One, run. What letter makes those words rhyme? One, run. These 2 rhyming words are ones that we can't just look for a pattern, we have to hear it. One, run. And it's going to be that N, okay? The N is what makes these rhyme, because they both end with that un sound. Actually, I'm going to underline this too, because they both end in that un sound. One, run. Do you hear it? Okay. Alrighty, so you're going to listen to a poem today. And you know what else about poems is poems sometimes, actually a lot of times, people write poems to teach us things. So the poem that we're going to listen to today is kind of like an informational poem. It's going to teach us some information. However, we're going to have to use our inferencing skills to figure out what the poem is teaching us, okay? So when we listen to the poem today, we're going to really be thinking and listening to the words that they say so we can figure out what the poem is teaching us. So I can't wait to see you in that next lesson. I will read the poem to you and then we will talk about it. Okay, thanks for watching.